I'm gonna shut my video off just for a second to get a drink of water in here, get my board behind me. Um, so just a second. I'll even mute it so you don't hear all the water in here, my board behind.
Sorry, I'm a little behind like usual.
No, it's all good. So was I. I had to make sure I had my heater.
We are live, and I have been
Yep.
clipping these off from the front, but I'm not on the web page yet. So
Okay, I'll let you get that done.
where the heck is the web page?
Friends making money. No, I'm just kidding. You got a lot of pages on your funnel.
Yeah, I do. A ton of them.
I was going to ask Mike if he can develop some type of drop down or something.
I know. Basically, we've learned that you just got to remember what they're called and search for them. So
Control F.
All right, we are live on the page.
Yay.
Let me go over there and, well, I know it doesn't matter if I post because nobody can see the post unless they refresh. All right, so we're live. How's it going, Louie? Let me see what this last message was.
I think we wanna.
Some people should be able to see us at this time. Somebody messaged me, but I'm not seeing who it was. Okay, so we're live, and tonight we're going to talk about, you got some signups into 30-Minute Workday, and you're a little confused on what you had to do next. A lot of people I'm seeing are not finishing up, going down through phase one after they buy leads. So they're not actually putting any emails into their autoresponders. So we're going to cover a few of those things, and hopefully we'll get some good tips and tricks out there and tell you guys what kind of steps we're doing, what kind of steps you can do, and that kind of stuff. What's going on, Louie?
Well, I was just gonna say, you know why that is. It's because they're so excited to get moving that it's just like and we're gonna hear tonight gonna help you out so that if you do get leads and stuff coming, that it all working. That part is a critical part of the step of getting your online business going. So tonight, I think the focus is to go through those steps to help you who's watching succeed in getting set up right and out of the gate, and where you can go to get help if you're stuck on one of those steps.
Absolutely. So my name is Jim. This is my friends, Robin and Louie. I call Louie my business partner. We've just become real good friends, and the three of us all kind of chat. We've got our own little chat group, even on Facebook. So I've got a pretty big experience in computer programming and stuff like that, but I pretty much have stopped talking about that because it really doesn't matter too much. Because this program is so simple that anybody can go through and do the clicks. And then as you experience it and you continue to go through it, you'll learn more and more about how to set up other things. So I'll give Robin and Louie both a chance to talk and tell a little bit about their background, and then we'll dive right in tonight because we got a lot to cover.
Hey, it's Robin Williams. I'm not going to go too much into my background, but I will say to have it kind of related to what we're going to be talking about tonight, setting up your business and actually going through everything like you're supposed to is key. And what I love about this business is that it is step by step, but you have to understand that if you skip certain steps anywhere in your business, whether it's set up or after you set it up, after you bought traffic, you're literally taking that chance of success away from yourself. So basically, I've had times in the past where I went to a business, and whether I either didn't set it up right or didn't take action on it daily or the right action daily, that was one of the things that kind of prevented me from having success in the past. So I love that this is literally step by step. I love that, we can come in here and kind of guide folks on what actions to take. So we don't have to make up these actions ourselves. It's literally right there for you. And it's a part of the formula. And it's one of the reasons this formula and everything that is explained to you in this system is one of the reasons why I failed to have success in the beginning of my career. So basically, pay attention tonight, take everything seriously, go through the steps. I think most of the steps that we'll go over is like definitely do not skip. But I'm pretty sure, you know, Jim Lou is going to put some nice tips in there for you that may be optional, but I will suggest that you take those two to increase your chances and success. So that's all I have tonight. On you, Louie.
Sounds good.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Jim. Well, I'm not a computer guru to speak, but and that's good for all of you because if I can do this, you can do this. And the steps that we're going to cover tonight has even, you know, has hurt me a couple times when I've had traffic ordered and come into my site, didn't have something quite set up. And even though because I had moved stuff around and was trying different things. And you know, you want to make sure, and those are some of the things that Robin was hitting on real quick, was that little things can hurt you. This is not hard. You might want to write down the steps so that you can go back through and follow it, make sure that you've tested through everything to be successful. But listen, what we're here tonight going to show you is how to set up any business. We're going to use our favorite system, the 30-minute workday, as the business that we're going to help you walk you through, but it applies to anything you want to do online. It's very critical pieces here, so hope you get a lot out of it, and let's go to work.
All right, I'm having a little struggle getting one of my documents open for some reason.
I can do some funny stuff if you want while we wait.
Funny stuff for a minute.
No, I'm just kidding.
Hopefully my computer doesn't crash because it's spinning and spinning.
Oh, wow.
We don't want to lose you. We don't want to lose you, Jim.
I know.
Is it something one of us could share, or it's
I'm trying to pull up that follow-up checklist. You guys have that?
the one that you add on the comments a lot?
Yep.
Yeah, I like that little checklist. I'll race you, I guess, to get to it. I downloaded it in my photos.
My files have stopped responding. So the app didn't start, file area. Let's see if that will reset it. Okay, I got it. It reset.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
All right. So let's kind of think about the process to go through here. We'll go through a little.
I'm a new person. I just signed up. And what do I do next?
Right. So you just signed up. What you want to do next is, and this is what I send to my people, and let me see if I can pull this up, and then I'll share my screen. I'm not sharing yet.
Cool. All right.
You were ready, Robin.
I was ready. I was.
You gotta give me a little chance.
It's that way. I'm about to get in there.
You should have a button that zaps them.
Yep.
That would be great, wouldn't it? Okay, so a couple more things here, and then let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, so after you're one of us and you get everything set up and your capture page is working, we've gone through how to test all that stuff out and things before. And then you start to get some signups. I know Anthony's here with us tonight, and we've been working together and getting everything set up. And he got a couple of signups last night. So when you get a sign up, you get an email like this that says, congratulations, someone you referred just created their own 30-minute workday membership. Here are their details. So this email right here, when this comes in, when I first started, I would just copy this email and I would start a new email. And what I did was set up something in the signature. So I had created a new signature in here, and this is one of those little tips like Robin said. This isn't really necessary, but this makes this process a little bit simpler to set up a signature line. So I have a signature in here that has my email. So basically all I have to do is start a new email paste that in there, paste the email address in there, and then I can add my signature of welcome to 30-minute workday. And then so my email is already all typed in there. And it's just a basic email that says, hey, welcome to the team. We're glad you're here. Come and join us in the chat. And then once you get in the chat that we show every week, and I'll show it here in a minute also, the chat is highly moderated by a bunch of us, a whole bunch of leaders in there that tell everybody, hey, go ahead and get started on phase 1 and start reading the book, and tells you also how to find your coach or your mentor or your sponsor, however, what kind of terminology you like to use for that. It's not a team build program. We're all paid on level 1, but if we can help our teams a little bit, then they'll stick around for a lot longer. And if you can help them get sales, then of course they'll get really excited and they'll stick around. Could be forever. If we can help them make money using these products, they will stick around a whole lot longer. And at least if we can help people use the products, that's a big thing too. Our main product is basically a website builder, a funnel builder. So if we can help people learn how to use that, that will help keep a residual income coming in, keep a monthly rebilling coming in. So this is one of those steps that we do that, is get in touch with them, let them know we're real. And then once they go through a few steps, let me go over here to the chat and show you that. This is the chat that I try to lead all my people to, because once people are in the chat, then they start to see some results. They start to see other people doing it. They start to see that there's 1,479 other members in here in the chat. So it starts to become a whole lot more real. Once you see somebody saying, I got some success, there's some tips in here like Todd G put in. Somebody says they got signups. Somebody says they got sales. So there's a bunch of stuff going on in here. And basically, when anyone signs in, somebody will welcome them pretty quickly usually. And then so whoever you can send into this chat will get welcomed and get headed on their next steps. Okay. And now I'll go in. Okay, Louis, so how are we doing? You understand what's going on?
Oh yeah, I think I understand that part. Yeah, once I get in, I'm gonna go right in and become part of that community, so I can be around other people and ask questions as I'm learning, as I'm going through the next steps.
Absolutely. And that's the only email, at least initially, that I would send out to people. And we'll go through a few more things, and then we'll go into kind of my training process that I do now. But I want to show you then. So after you get into the chat and somebody tells you, hey, go ahead and go back and start working on phase 1, what you want to do is come right in here, come to the dashboard. They'll tell you to
screen, share
screen.
screen.
Thank you. You know what I'm going to do is just stop showing our faces so much. That'll help. Nobody wants to look at us anyways, right? So then most people will tell you to go to the dashboard and watch the video, right? And the video is basically then going to lead you back to the chat, but you're already in the chat. So then you want to go ahead and get started on phase 1. And I like to tell everybody to come up here to phase 1, because this way you can see the steps of phase 1. It looks a little overwhelming, but it's not near as complicated as it looks right here. And then come in to phase 1 and watch the first video. The first video is pretty long. So the first video, set aside an hour or so to watch it, and you're going to learn a ton of stuff. I would say take notes during this video. It's going to explain to you most of the backbone of the whole system. And then you're going to get started on your adventure, basically. You're going to go down, you're going to press the green button to keep going, and you're just going to go through every step of the way. And you're going to add little bits on each step. Watch the video, like Robin said real early on in this video. Make sure not to skip anything. Notice, do not skip ahead. Like Robin said, there's a couple of steps in here that if you skip ahead, you'll be completely lost. And one of the big steps that people tend to skip is right around the next step. And then they get down in here to to maximize your income, and they're completely lost on what they're supposed to be doing, because now it's wanting you to make a decision already. And so you got to make sure that you go through each step, because when you get to steps that want you to put in more information, there's information missing because you didn't get to those steps. So it's really important that you go through every single step. And then on top of that, it's really important that you finish all of this. There's a spot where you're going to go and get your traffic. And then as soon as you get your traffic, you basically want to get right in here to daily action, so that you understand once you're all set up, once you're set up through phase one, all of this stuff is done. You don't really ever have to do this again until you get into phase two and you start learning some other things. You're still not really ever going to do this again, but you'll do kind of the same process again for other products. But once you get this all set up, you're not going to do this stuff again. So this is just pre-work. This is building your store. This is putting your storefront all together, and then your daily action steps in this page. This is pretty much all you're going to do daily, every day. And there's not a whole lot to do in here. There's really only 3 daily action steps. You're going to build an audience, and then you're going to build your knowledge, and then you're going to take that knowledge and you're going to build your income by sending a single email daily. But one critical step on this page is these 3 links. These 3 links are super important, because right now, once you go through all of these steps, nowhere in here does it tell you how to actually put in the emails that you're going to be sending out when someone first joins your list. All right, so we're going to go back here, and then I'm going to ask again how we're doing, because I have a feeling I've confused our new guy. So let's so this is super important down here. All of these steps are super important, but after you get your traffic, after you start sending people to your web page, this is going to be super important to follow up right away with. So let me stop my share again. Louis, how are we doing?
Whoa. All right.
Right.
All right.
Right.
No. I'm serious here. All right. I caught do not skip any steps. And then when you got to that last part, I was like totally overwhelmed about sending traffic, not having something set up. I mean, I don't know if, clicking through, I would have done that too fast, but I did get that you don't skip any steps, because by the time you get to that section that you showed something about get response or auto responder stuff,
Okay, excellent. So in your process, let me go back to sharing before you guys jump all over me for it. In your process of getting set up, you will come in here to these activate income streams. And what's really neat about this program is all of the tools that you need to build any business, you make commissions on. So these products, this is called the HBA funnel builder in here. So that's what your funnel is. You're going to build out a funnel or a website with the HBA funnel builder. You're going to get your little code to put into your slot here. This is how you get credit for sales coming when people come through and do their phase ones. Okay, and then so once you watch,
right, whoa. So how? Token, HBA affiliate token. How far is that into this?
This is 4 steps in. Okay, so you're going to come in right from the first, and you're going to personalize your back office, which basically puts a little picture in so people will know that you're the sponsor, the upcoming sponsor, right?
Okay, no, I did that part. I asked somebody in the chat what I need to do there. And they said, just put your picture and make sure your email's correct, the same, and don't change your password. Just leave it just the way it is. Told me to watch this video. So I did that. It was the next page, I think, is where I have on the next step.
Okay. So yeah, make sure on each one of these pages you watch the video, and then you'll go to the next step. And then this will start to tell you about the magic products, which are the products that we offer, the products that you need to build any business. Any business out there is going to need a way to capture people's attention and collect their emails. And that's what we're starting to work on here, is how to capture attention and collect emails. So that will walk you through the magic product types. Again, you're going to watch the video. This one doesn't have an action step, but you still want to watch the video so you get some understanding of what's going on in here. Don't skip.
Yeah, I think that explained pretty well how skip ahead on you because I get lost when I go too fast, but that is where we're going to build like a one-page website, or what they call it, a funnel, that people you have like a free offer. Like how I found the 30-minute workday was I was interested in a business online. That's a funnel, and basically I would get a free book if I signed up, and that's what I did. So that's how it came in here. So this is going to show me how to do that.
Okay. Well, that's a good point. The free book is in phase 2. So what I tell a lot of people is kind of bounce back and forth between phase 1 and phase 2. But the challenge to that is don't get confused at where you were in phase 1, because you're going to get a little overwhelmed. You can see that already. You're going to get a little overwhelmed. And once you get a little overwhelmed, I think the best thing to do is read for a little while and see if you can clear that overwhelm up in your brain. Because that's all that is. We're learning a new skill. We're learning how to develop a whole business. It's a simple process, but it's new. It's new to a lot of people, you know?
As you know, this is the first system that I work through where I actually make money online. They're following these steps. And in past, there was no videos, nothing to, I've heard people on stage and I bought products that told you all the steps, but nothing like this that broke it down step by step with a video and to work through, let alone a community that I see people asking questions in all the time. So no, that's really good. So if you do, I thought somewhere in phase 1, a little further, it started having you read, because the Everwealth formula covers it. Starts having you read pages 8 through 12. Is that only in phase 2, or is that right there?
It may actually be, and let me share my screen, because I think
I know it's in phase 2. I don't think it hits on it before phase 2. Phase
the
2
first.
Oh, it might hit on it there.
Yeah, the first time I noticed that is after you get traffic, because from here to here is what we call done for you. All of this is really set up for you. All you're doing is kind of plugging it in. You don't really need to know how this works. It's kind of like your electricity, right? You come in your room, you flip on your switch. You don't need to know how your light bulb works in order for it to come on. So that's kind of what this is. All of these steps are flipping your switch so that you just have your stuff set up. And this will do the work for you. Even though you don't really know what it's doing, it'll still do the work for you. So
I already have my capture page set up on the get links. Can you click on, can you share the screen there again and show?
Yep. So on the get your links, same thing. We got a video here, And you're going to go through this video, and it's going to tell you exactly how to find this information. Should be almost every screen is identical as you go through the videos, but stuff changes on the internet a lot. So I like to throw that out there too. Some screens may look a little different, but that's all it's going to be. It's going to look a little different. Shouldn't really function a whole lot different. And then it's going to walk you through how to find this number or this, whatever you call it. And then that's going to help plug in some stuff down the road. That's going to change this XXX that was in here to your capture page link here. And then after that, there's a chance here to set all of this up, have the company set it up. But I think that's not a great thing to do because you miss a little bit of the details. If you're in a situation where you really have to get somebody to do it for you, I think that's a good option. But I think if you can possibly figure it out on your own, it's going to help you out a lot down the long run because you're going to learn those skills. And that's what this is really all about, is learning the skills of how to create a business. Okay. So watch this video, and then the next step is to go get your traffic. And once you get that plugged in there, on the next step, you're going to get your traffic. And you see here, that's changed this capture page link. So when you sign up for your traffic, they're going to ask you for your capture page link. Again, so far, you don't even really need to know how or why any of this works. All you need to know is that you followed the steps, you went through every single step, and you set everything up exactly like planned on a step-by-step system. And as long as you didn't skip anything, you can just go right down this list. And sometimes I tell people, hey, I think you got confused. I think you skipped ahead somewhere. Just go all the way to the top and learn it again, because it's never going to hurt you to learn it over again. There's plenty of information in here that you're going to pick up, little things. I watch it over every once in a while. Somebody will tell me, hey, that didn't match up quite like I think it should have. So I'll watch it over and be like, okay, well, I can see where that is. And sometimes I'll send somebody a picture of a certain step in there that's not quite matching.
I watched the video over again, or paused it, went and did part of what that video was saying, and then came back to it. And then later on, I have a second monitor. I was able to leave it up on one monitor. Not everybody has the ability to do that, but that's what I ended up doing, and walking through the steps. It took a little bit of time to get through that, but I think I was all set up within just a couple of days, back and forth doing that. And so that was good. And
Right. That is one tip I like to tell a lot of people. Go to a flea market. I don't know how flea markets and that kind of stuff are right now, but if you can get anywhere, ask a friend for a second monitor. You can get a 15-inch monitor. I've gotten them for $5. I think I've said before on here, I've got a couple in the garage in case one fails, because it's that important to me. I actually have 3 24-inch monitors in here right now. So I need to make sure I got plenty of space to work on stuff. I wish you could share multiple monitors on Zoom, because sometimes it's really hard to show people stuff when you're not able to do it the way you're kind of used to doing it. So let me go back to sharing. So once you go through this step, you're just going to come here and you're going to buy advertising. You're going to come here and you're going to get, I call it unskilled advertising, because you just come here, you purchase it, they have the skill, they do the work, and they just send clicks through to your business, the business that we've all set up. And you just use this capture page link in the process of, and again, it's in the video. This particular video is exactly the same as the website. This one does have one spot that's a little different. If you just watch really close, you'll see the difference, and then you'll be able to click around. Something else I like to point out is, don't think you can break anything. Just click on some stuff once in a while. There's almost nothing that you can break. And if you do break something, get with one of us and let us know, and we'll help you get it unbroke. But I don't think there's anything in this system that you could break, that you couldn't repair just by going through and watching the video again. So after that, after you get your traffic bought, you want to go do your daily action steps. So we should be through all the setup now. All of that is done. You don't ever have to do it again. Even your traffic, you can put your traffic on auto payment, and you can get it set up to where it just sends it out on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, whatever your budget is. In phase 2, he'll talk about your budget for advertising, and you don't want to use your house money for your advertising, right? You want to set a budget for your advertising expenses, and then you just follow that. And then as your sales come in, you can put that money back in, and that's what we call scale. You can make your business bigger by using those profits and buying more leads. And that's something that I really like about using paid traffic. So after you get all that set up, now you've got your daily action steps. This is your whole business at that point. You have nothing else to do except for what's on this page. So you go down through here, you learn about this, you find out how to do these things. You do start seeing some links to the book on this page, I do believe. Open and read now. You should read at least the pages 86 to 115 before you do any of the traffic and lead generating steps below. Fast traffic mastery, HBA premium. We're going to go over and look at that a little bit because there's some really good steps in there to build your team. And then, so you're just going to take all these daily action steps. But I always like to point out this right here, because so far, again, through the setup, you've not learned how to use GetResponse. You have it created. It's going to be picking up people's emails for you, email addresses, but there's nothing that it's sending to anyone. So this is the step that's going to be sending people follow-ups. And this is going to send to everyone that comes onto your list. So after you buy traffic and you're getting people onto your list, that's what we call it in GetResponse. When a group of people give you their email address, we call this a list. And that's what this is going to help you do. It's going to help you follow up with those people in this 4-message autoresponder series. It will help you follow up automatically. Now, once this, let me open this up and show you that. This is a welcome email. This isn't the same welcome email that I talked about earlier. This one is a welcome email just when somebody signs up to get more information. When they go through your capture page, they're basically signing up to get more information. Some of them will then sign up automatically for 30-Minute Workday, and some of them won't. So this is the information that they're getting sent once they don't sign up for 30-Minute Workday. They're also getting it if they do sign up for 30-Minute Workday, and until you do some advanced steps that we'll get to later as well. So these are really important to get put into your system so that you're able to follow up automatically. That's the cool thing about this business is a whole lot of this stuff is done automated for you. That's why it's called the 30-Minute Workday, because we automate so much of it that we narrow it down to only emailing a person a day and then doing a little bit of follow-up. All right. So these are the emails. These are the 4 emails that you need to get into your system as soon as you can after you're getting people to your list, after you buy your traffic. Okay. This needs to get done pretty quickly after that. So don't stop the process of going down phase 1. That's going to be kind of your first step of following up with people that are joining your business. Okay. And then the people that join 30-Minute Workday, you send out that little personal email, just like this. You just put in their email address and send them your little personal email. And if you are on my team, you probably got that from me. I'm sure that Louie and Robin send out something. You can even save that and send it out when your new people come in. All right, let's go back to our new person, see how we're doing. New person, have you quit on me yet?
Yes.
Oh no, I think it's great. I think I was a little confused there about setting up my autoresponder, needing to set up that autoresponder in those the 4 emails. and in the sequence of which the steps are actually having you do it. Instead of not even worrying about that, let's just get the names. You know, when we buy the, when you're getting traffic and you want to set up, go fast, just get your account set up, get your list, you know, your list name built so that the people that are coming to my capture page are going to it, but are also making it to the 30-minute workday. And when I get to phase 2 is when I'm actually building those 4, copying those 4 emails to 4 separate, to my autoresponder series, you know, send it out immediately. But the ones that are signing up for the 30-minute workday, that you get an email from the 30-minute workday, you know, that they joined your team, you're sending that personalized email right out to. That wasn't something that I was doing separately in the beginning, but as I read the book and have gotten understood more about what I was doing, it was something that, you know, kind of progression. Okay, how can I do better interacting with the ones that are signing up? So
okay, cool.
I think I've got it. I got it.
You got it? All right.
Got it.
I'll share some more. Robin, you got anything you want to add before I share some more?
I don't know if it's a good place to add, but one thing I wanted to point out for those that's watching is the key here, because you might not come into the business knowing how to explain everything like Jim is explaining. The key is to know to just, you have this system to direct them to. So, you know, when you have new people come in and they're like, what do I do? You simply just go to the page like Jim had up and you tell them to go to that page, go and do phase 1. If they get confused, lost, I think it's a real business and they should go through the videos. Like Jim said, go back through the videos and see, you know, what you got lost on. I think I love this, like I said before, because you can just direct them directly to the page that they need, you know. So if you know that they're stuck on get response or setting up the get response, you just go to that get response, and you can actually, when Jim brings up his, you can share now if you want, Jim, but when he brings that up, his page, you can actually see a specific URL to that page. So right now he's on, oh, you can go to any page, you know.
I was going to go to the get response and show your example.
So are we on? No, we're on. Okay, so basically at the top URL, you see that URL at the end, it has a different name than all the other pages. So you can literally get familiar with that or log into your system and copy that link, send it to them. If they're like literally lost, so like get response, you know, you can send them that link to that page to get them back on track or just have them go back through it. But that's one of the reasons why I love this. You can actually just send a link to whatever they're lost in or what they need to go over. And one other thing I meant to add on the beginning of this is that get familiar with this yourself so that you know what they're asking. Like you really will get kind of lost if they ask questions and you haven't gotten familiar with it, or maybe you went through the steps and wasn't familiar with any of this stuff. And, you know, 2 months later, you have people asking you questions. You have no idea, you know, what they're talking about. So go through this again, learn it, and basically direct. Most of this, you just directing people to something. So that's pretty cool. You don't have to create anything yourself. You just direct.
Right. And that's something that I've been doing a lot lately is listening real closely to what people are asking me. And then, like Robin said, I can just send this thing and say, hey, watch this video again, because it sounds like you missed something in there. You know, you'll start to learn when people say, I ordered leads, but I didn't get any leads, that they had something broke. There's something not working in their system, because the leads that we get a lot of results with. So when somebody says, no, I didn't get any results, pretty typically something is not connected right. So you got to send somebody back in here. And yeah, you don't have to know all this stuff near as well as I know this stuff. I help a lot of people. I like to help people. If you don't like to help people, you can literally send them just back to the videos and tell them to go through the phases. Send them to the chat. All you're really trying to do is make sure they are aware that you're there as a person. If you can help people get to know that you're not, that this isn't just a computer generated system, that there is somebody that's willing to help them at least a little bit, and lead them to some good information. I worked at Home Depot, and one of the big things was they really wanted us to take somebody to the aisle. They didn't want us to just point somebody down to the aisle, So, but here you can point, you can take them there. You can take them right to the video. You can take them right into GetResponse. I log on with people on Zoom like this, and I do live videos. And that's what I wanted to pull this little template back up that I look like I've lost somehow. That wasn't, there it is. So this is some steps too to further help other people when they're getting started. And I get a lot of credit for this picture because I send it out a lot, but I stole it from Nick. He posted it one time, and I screenshot it and I post it all the time. And a lot of people will say, wow, that's really good stuff, but it's not mine. So I can't take credit for it. And anytime I really see that, I say, hey, I can't take credit for this. So keep in mind the 3 email sequence from GetResponse goes out to your entire opt-in list you're building. Those emails that we talked about, and that's why I went through so much of this too, is because some of those steps are important to understand to even understand how to follow up. Okay, so those emails that we talked about, there's actually 4 of them for this particular sequence. They're going out to anybody that's opted in, anybody that's given you an email address, anybody that becomes a lead. Ooh, we can see it a little bigger then. On your list. So those emails will go out. If they join 30-Minute Workday, they're also going to be followed up from the 30-Minute Workday list. So they'll start getting other emails from Nick and the system. So, but anybody that doesn't join 30-Minute Workday is on your list, and these emails will help them see the value in the system and eventually join 30-Minute Workday. I just had a sale come in this week, last couple of days, that she signed up on my list on May 2nd. So it was 98 days, I believe it was. She's been on my list and joined the HBA products and started putting together her phase 1. So some people, it takes a long time. They see it for whatever, and maybe they wanted to see that you've been doing this for a while, whatever it is. But she's been on my list for 98 days and bought the first products. So once they become a member, they're going to get a daily follow-up from 30-Minute Workday, pushing them back inside the membership, telling them to go sign up for the chat, just like you did, or I did. It's always good to personally connect, things you can do. And I always tell everybody, these things are things you're comfortable with, especially in the beginning. We want to start pushing our limits, right? We want to do stuff outside of our comfort zone. But in the beginning, anything you can do that you're comfortable with. Have a personal welcome email. We showed that. That introduces you how you can personally help and helps them get plugged in. Plug them into the chat. Send a personal video. If you like one-on-one interactions, you can schedule a meeting with your new members to personally walk them through the membership. If you're getting a lot of members, you can do a weekly or a daily or weekly Zoom like this. We're getting a lot of members. We're getting a lot of members on our list. I've got quite a few other people that are using this for their lists. So we like to explain some of these steps, and this lets you know, we're here and we know quite a bit about the system. You can connect through a social media and welcome members, have a chat with them in the messenger. So a lot of times, all my emails say, message me on Facebook, so you can start to get friends that way. I've actually added hundreds and hundreds of friends to my Facebook just through having that little thing on the bottom of my emails. Make sure you get new members into this chat. This was actually posted on the chat. So into the chat, welcome them as they come in. If you can't be there to welcome them yourself, probably someone will welcome them. There's usually somebody sending out the welcome message almost all the time. That's what I really like about it too. I'm there a lot because I have a lot of team members coming in. I've sponsored over 1,000 people now into 30-Minute Workday. So I have a lot of people on that chat. So to me, that's my business, you know. Now, I remember that it's not my list, so I don't talk about stuff that shouldn't be talked about to your own, you know, to other people. But that's a great resource to help each other build their teams. So the chat's real. I mean, the chat to me is super important, and I think everybody should be on it. So you can set up a page using the HBA funnel builder, and I'll show you that in just a minute. That does a lot of that: your video, welcome instructions, next steps, setting up a personal meeting, etc. Be creative and keep an open mind. We're doing a lot for you in the background, but the more you treat this as your personal business, the better results you'll have. Focus on your personal connection. The personal connection will help you to get, you know, your builders building and to get residual income. I've had 13, it's the 13th. Yep, I've had 13 rebills this month in 13 days. So that's pretty exciting. And that's because I follow up pretty extreme with my people. I don't have a job. This is what I do. So I follow up pretty extreme with them. And then let me show you now what I send out. Anybody got anything to add as I move on?
Nope.
Oh, sounds great, Jim.
All right. So the next step, as you get a little more experience and understand what you're doing more, is you can send out something like this. So my first email says, now I have a whole training list inside my Get Response that I just add that email into a new list in my Get Response. Again, advanced steps, but it's something that you can be thinking about learning how to do. And then check this out. I send them right here to this page, and it's got a little video. It's 5.5 minutes long. I look pretty professional, have my name on there, you know, little things you can do. And basically, check this out. It shows you the chat, shows you the back office, shows you all the steps to take. It's changed a little bit even since I've put this up, so there's always a little bit of disconnect. But basically, this is what I send all of my 30-Minute Workday people to, and they can see exactly the steps to take. Then there's a Let's Connect, and then there's a little form that says, what's your monthly goal on a scale of 1 to 10 being the most? How serious are you? Enter your best phone number if you want to. And if someone enters their phone number here, I'll give them a call. Something, you know, don't put that there if you don't want to give them a call, no reason to collect it. And then this goes directly to 30-Minute Workday. And then check this out. I've put all of our videos on here. All of the videos that are on the 30-Minute Workday YouTube channel. So this gives some people some ideas of other people that are having success. So this is basically falls into what this is talking about right here. You can set up a page using the HBA funnel builder. That's what this is, HBA funnel builder page. That does a lot of that. Your video, your welcome instructions, next steps, setting up a personal meeting. Okay. So now as you go through this and you get your important tools set up, and then you join the HBA funnel builder so that you can have the funnel builder to share, you know, your capture page and your messages with them. I also have another page that I use called Start Off Right. And this page is a little bit of welcome to the team, offers my t-shirt that I give away to my team members. They're very slow at sending this out, but people do have t-shirts coming. And then you can book a 30-minute schedule with me that we can talk about your goals and your plans and how serious you are and what steps you take next. And then I also let everybody know that they can come in here. These are all advanced steps, but these are steps as you grow your business. These are steps you can take. So this is website setup. So this is for my people that have been around for a while. And a lot of people have come in here, and it's the same thing. You can book a 30-minute session. You can set all this up with the HBA funnel builder. It's all included in the same tool that you use to set up your capture page. And then you can send people in to this, and they can book with you, and you don't have to do follow-up or calls or any of that stuff. When somebody first buys the HBA funnel builder with me, I give them a call and welcome them to the team. But that's pretty much the only time I ever call anyone. So I don't, and again, that's stuff you do if you're comfortable or you don't do. That's up to you. I do think that my team is staying around a little longer than some because I do a lot of follow-up. But, that's up to you how you want to build your business, how much you want to do, how much you want to do manual or how much you want to do, I'm not sharing, don't get on me, or how much you want to do automated. A lot of this will do a lot of it automated, but then you end up having bookings. So you have to meet with people and walk them through stuff. Don't do that until you're comfortable with the system for sure. But come here and watch these videos every Thursday and you'll be comfortable pretty quick. Get on here with us and ask your questions too. All you got to do is reply back and I'll send you a Zoom link and you can hop right on here with us and you can hang out and you can ask live questions with us. We'd love to have new people on. Go ahead, Louis.
Well, and people either can come on or also if they've been following us, they can take the link, from the email and put their information at the end and direct people here and help them, give them another opportunity to share with their new members.
Absolutely. Let me share again too, because we haven't really said this so far on this webinar today, but this page that you're on right now, this is built inside of the funnel builder also. The one, there's only really two tools in this business. This is one of them and the autoresponder is the other one of them. And so this page is built there and my list and anybody that wants to can use this page. All you have to do is change this out right here to your 30-minute workday affiliate ID, user ID. And this button here will change to give you credit for it. So if you're here and you want to learn more, you can go here and learn more about the 30-minute workday. And then you can also sign, that will let you sign up with whoever sent you here. And then as soon as you get signed up, you can use it just the same. And invite people here and we can help get them started and make sales for you. So that's really cool. This is a sales page that you can use and help people get started. And I also want to go into the second HBA product that's going to be offered as you go through the system. And I did kind of skip around it. So maximize your income. And this is another sticking point that I find people get stuck at in the 30-minute workday phase one, because you get here and all of a sudden the green button goes away. So it wants to know, do you want to make 5 times more per month with 0 extra work? And this is one step that you can do to that. This is a product that teaches people how to do all of these steps. And this product is $125 a month, and it pays $100 monthly commissions. So when you resell this to people that are just walking through your system and getting set up, you make $100 monthly commission. And it's just the same. With just 2 of these, you're already making $75 a month on your business. So just 2 sales of this or the funnel builder, and you're way into profit. So you just push this, yes, I want to maximize. And this will bring you over to the order form for that. And then you end up on this profile here. And this is the HBA Premium. And what I wanted to show you in here, first, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. All of this stuff is in here. There's so much to learn. There's low-tech skill sets. This is stuff like how to talk to people, how to set up emails, how to set up voicemails, bookmarks, how to set up passwords. And then there's other stuff in here like launching your business. This is a really, really good one for what we've been talking about. And then nourishing the seed by following up, and then getting your new members started right. And it basically starts to talk about how to get people sent into here, the same thing. this is another tool you can use to help coach your teams, because all of these steps are in here to help people. Okay, this simple free unlimited leads, this is one of my favorite ones. There's a bunch of stuff in here about Facebook, and I use this every day almost, because I use these Facebook images and I post them in a bunch of different groups, and I just use all of these images. So this is a really cool thing. A little off topic for what we're doing tonight, but nonetheless, these are great Facebook posts to get some interactions on your Facebook. And so these are the ones to me that are the really important ones for follow-up. Getting your new member started right, nourishing the seed by following up. Even this one's pretty good. 3 Steps to Irresistible Invitations teaches you how to get new people on Facebook, on the phone, prospecting, however you want to do that. And these 2, The Bridge to Your Dreams and Launching Your Business, will help you with mindset and kind of understanding, you know, your overall business, any business. What are really cool about all of this is it's any business. It's not 30-minute workday. It's not even HBA. It's just any business. All of these steps you're going to use for your MLM, any business that you're doing. Even, I mean, I think you could use most of these things for a brick and mortar business. They're that powerful. They're really good information, stuff you may not have thought about, stuff I've learned in here that I've even taught tonight. Anything else we can talk about for helping someone get started, and you know how to know how to send them stuff?
No, I don't think there's anything more we can add to on how to get started. Thank you for walking me through those steps. So I understand it. So I think what happens and what I've seen, you know, is that people might have lost the reason why they started it. So when they first get in, they're excited, they're trying to go too fast, skipping steps. You've got to follow the steps. And if you just look at the 30-minute workday logo and the capture page, you know, people want to make $100,000. Now, I don't know how many people out there are making that now, right? I could venture a guess. I can go probably Google it, but probably not, right? Probably quite a bit. So that's a pretty lofty, can be for some, amount to be shooting for. But if you're starting a business where you want that kind of income, what kind of, you know, effort do you need to commit to be able to achieve that? Obviously, that's not an overnight thing, but so that's when you're looking at that. You know, I'm talking to everybody that's looking at a home-based business, and not a get-rich-quick scam. Is that you're building a business. Attend every free webinar. You know, there's one on Wednesday. If you're not on Amy Allen's, get with one of us. We'll send you the link to hers. There's this one that we're doing. If you're part of the HBA Premium, set aside, you might not be, I can't make it there every Monday, but you know, set aside time, because that's there for you to grow, and to help keep your vision alive, that you are going to, you know, what you're setting out to do might not be to make that much money. It might just be to make a certain amount per month. With this system, I went from nothing to making money within 2 weeks, following the steps. I don't have the background in it like Jim has, to be able to do that. And then I turned my son loose on it, who was looking to make money, and he too is able to make a good income following this system. So it's very real. And so if you're watching us and you're getting discouraged, go back through the steps, get connected to the chat. You know, if you're putting the effort in and you ask a question, somebody's either going to send you the link, or they're going to tell you to go to this, you know, go to this step, or they'll be able to tell if you haven't done anything on it. So, meet halfway and do that for yourself and for everybody in the community. But, if there's anything we can help out with, this video is what, live for a week, Jim?
Yeah, live for a week.
So, after tonight, come back to this webpage and you'll be able to continue viewing it if there's something there that Jim covered that you need to remember.
If any,
Being here.
sorry, go ahead, Louis.
I just
If
said
anybody
thanks for
has a
being here.
question, sorry. If anybody has a question, go ahead and ask that before we get wrapped up here, and we'll cover it real quick. Louis was so modest about his son, does this and makes an income. His son's 16, so I mean, and he doesn't have a lot of computer skills. He's got some regular skills. Being 16 probably has some advantages to it, but it has a lot of disadvantages, I think. So I think it's really cool that his son is 16 and doing this. And he messages me every day, multiple times, most days. And we'll talk about stuff. And I used one of his emails actually the last couple of days. And he was like, man, it's so cool that you use my email.
He told me he was tickled about that.
It was a good email. So I was like, hey.
Use one of my emails.
And I told him I actually gave his capture page to somebody else to get ideas from his emails, because his emails are always really powerful. He's got that childlike passion still. So his words are just full of emotion and pleasure, so his emails are really good. And then, of course, I used one of Robin's emails the other day, and we got each other with the hot diggity dog.
I haven't used that one yet. I'm going to use that.
So that was pretty funny. All right, let me check down here, see if anybody said anything. I hope everybody got a lot from this tonight. I know we went really in deep, but I think it's important to understand the whole process. We don't usually quite go this far. Before I shut us off, Robin, you got anything you want to cap us off with?
Not too much. Hopefully the exposure, just alone, the exposure that you gave by going through the system helped, kind of clear things up for some folks. I know sometimes it may seem overwhelming, and hopefully this kind of clear things up, that the resources are there. That's the big thing to take away. Resources are there that you can use at any time. You see Jim went in pretty deep with different things that he used, but you don't always have to, like I said, you don't always have to get in deep at the beginning, like he said. And like me personally, I think I use mainly the resources for the 30-minute workday, the chat. Those are the main things. I'll send the emails. I do have something on the front end because I noticed that a lot of people came in and they knew absolutely nothing about affiliate marketing. So it's like even before they become a 30-minute workday member, they have access to that. But it's your business. If you see a need and somewhere, maybe a gap, and the people that's coming in, and you can develop something for them to get started, do that. But it's just a journey. Like all three of us on here, we don't do anything the exact same way. So you don't have to be stuck on, am I doing it right? Just do it, get started, direct your folks, and adjust. Like I don't have my business set up the way I want it set up already. And I'm just adjusting as I go, as I get time and things like that. And just do the same for yourself. Everything's not going to be perfect in the beginning. Even when it comes to signing up new members, just go at it and don't look back. And also, I don't know if we told them, if you're not a member of the 30-minute workday yet, you can definitely click the button here on this page to become a member. And then you already kind of got a glimpse of what you need to do once you become a member. So just get started. And, once you push the traffic button, just keep going through the daily action steps.
Absolutely. Some good points. The membership is free. The book is free. There's a whole lot of training that's free. And then the tools are really cheap, and they're needed for any business that you're doing. Amy showed last night how you can use them for any MLM to put basically like a front end page on your company page so that you can stand out more. One other thing I did that Robin kind of reminded me of is I see a lot of people in the chat saying, I'm falling behind. But you're never falling behind. It's your business. Don't compare it to me. I have a lot of computer skills, so don't compare it to me. I'll help you get there. I'll help almost anybody get there. So don't think that you're falling behind. Just get your stuff set up in the time frame that you can and get traffic coming in, and your business will start growing. And then from that point, learn how to write an email, learn how to give value, read the book over and over and over, and you'll learn a whole bunch of stuff. That's really all I got for tonight. Hope everybody got some good value, and we'll see you next week.
Not diggity dog, money dancing.
Diggity dog.